Good morning, students of class 9. Welcome back to the online classes now. Let's continue our lesson, the kingdom of fools. And in our previous class, we have learned that as the disciple was quite greedy regarding food, he wanted to stay there in that kingdom of fools, but the guru had left him because the disciple refused to go along with his guru. So now the disciple had eaten so much that he had grown very fat, and while the king was executing his judgment, the merchant was unable to fit. He was very thin, he could not fit the stake, and the king ordered his guards to find a man fat enough to fit the stake. So the guards went and caught the disciple as he had grown fat. So let's begin now. Once the disciple was caught by the guards and brought before the king, the disciple remembered his guru's words. Once his guru said, "Let us go from here. It's not wise to stay over here for a long period, because this is a kingdom of fools. You don't know what they will do to you next." So that word the disciple remembered, and he silently prayed to his guru to help him. So he remembered his guru's words and he prayed silently for his help. Number 2, the guru, as he was a spiritual man, he was a holy man, he had some spiritual powers. The guru understood, the guru knew that his disciple is in danger, and he arrived in the palace very soon. Immediately the guru arrived there in the palace. He bowed before the king and he said, the guru whispered, he bowed before the king and said, "He is my disciple, I am his guru." Before saying some other words, the guru whispered something. The guru whispered in his disciple's ear something and said, "Do as I say. You do just the same as I do." So after that, then the guru went near to the king. He approached the king and said, "Let me go to the stake first. As I am his guru, let me go to the stake first." When the guru said, "Let me go to the stake first," the disciple said, No, let me go to the stake first, because I was brought over here. Let me go to the stake first." The guru said, "No, you are my disciple. I have to go first. As I am your teacher, I must go first." So both guru and the disciple began to argue that who will go first. "Let me go to the stake first," the disciple said. "Me first." First, the guru said, "Let me go to the stake first." Then the disciple said, "Me first." Both the guru and the disciple began to argue. Both guru and disciple began to argue to go first in the stake. They wanted to die first. They wanted to get their head chopped off first. So both began to argue. The king was surprised. Why these people want to die first? Why they are in such a hurry to get killed? The king could not understand, as he was a fool. He could not understand why these two people are arguing to go to the stake first. So he could not understand. And seeing and hearing, the king is watching and he is also hearing that both of them wanted to go to the stake first. Seeing and hearing, the king was surprised. king and all the ministers were surprised. The people who were present there, all were surprised. And the king wanted to know the reason. The foolish king wanted to know the reason. What is the reason behind that he wanted to go to the stake first? That he wanted to get killed first? There must be some reason. Please explain. I want to know the reason. The Guru said, "O Holy One, O my Lord, there is a secret. I cannot tell you in front of all the people. There is a secret. I cannot tell you in front of all these people. Please come along with me." The Guru took the king aside. He took the king aside means in the corner, and said, the Guru said to the king in his ear, "This is a new stake." The Guru said to the king, "Oh my Lord, this is a new stake, and the time is very auspicious, and most auspicious time. The time is favorable, and the stake is also new. And whoever would die first, whoever dies in that stake first, will be reborn as the future king. Whoever dies first will be the king, and whoever dies the next will be his minister." The Guru told the king in his ear the secret of their quarreling or arguing to go to the stake first. So the king, hearing the words of the Guru, after hearing the words from the Guru, the king thought and said, "Now let the execution be postponed, and let me think it over. Till then, the execution will be postponed." So, hearing the words of Guru, the execution was postponed. It was stopped till further notice. So, execution was postponed for another day. Let me think, let me decide. We'll have the execution next day, for another day, as the king wanted to think it over. He said, "There will be no execution today. There will be execution tomorrow. Let me think it over. Let me decide." So, put these two, Guru and the disciple, in the prison, in the cell. Put them till then. Put them in the cell. So, there will be no execution today. So, put these two people inside the cell or the prison. So, both these Guru and the disciple were put in the prison, and the king dismissed his ministers and told them that after the ministers and everybody went, he called his chief minister, and both of them decided. You see, we will not let this kingdom go to the Guru's hand. So we must be the future king. So the king and the minister, they planned to go to the stake first now. So now in our next class, we'll continue that what happens after that. A little bit I have told you. So now you go through this. So do not waste your time. Keep on studying. Go through the book regularly and study hard. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and continue our lesson. And we'll try to finish the lesson as soon as possible. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you for watching.